What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ review, here to talk about Edge of Extinction. Because we know that in the next episode, yes, they are merging, but they're also having one player from the Edge get back in. This is probably the first of two challenges where somebody from the Edge of Extinction is going to get back in. Right now, there's 8 people on the Edge. Sandra famously raised the flag and went home. So right now, there's 8. I'm going to rank them from least favorite to most favorite on who I want to get back in. So number 8 will be the person that I least want to get back in. Number 1 will be the person that I most want to get back in. So let's talk about that. Number 8 on the Edge of Extinction that I want to see get back into the game is Danny. I'm just not that interested in Danny's story. I haven't been from the get-go. In fact, she was one of the people that I ranked lowest on the people that I was excited about seeing play again. I'm just not a big fan of hers at all. And I don't think that she's really done much this season other than make it easier for the new schoolers to get rid of the old schoolers because she was so wishy-washy in the beginning. So the mistakes that she made early on that got herself voted out was also a catalyst for getting all the other old schoolers voted out. So I just haven't been interested in Danny's story, and she's number 8. There we go. Number 7 is Amber. You know, Amber was one of the people I was really excited about playing again, but I think Amber is definitely one of those players where the game has just passed her by. You know, she's had her time. She's played the game. She won in the 7th season. You know, she played twice in the first 7 seasons. All Stars was 8. All Stars was the 8th season, right? Yeah. She played twice, all before season 10. So, yeah, I was excited about seeing her play again, but I do think the game has passed her by, and she really hasn't done much on the Edge, except for be there. You know, that's pretty much all she's done. So, as much as I like Amber, she's number 7 on the list, just because I just don't think she's relevant to this game. Number 6. As much as I like him, is Tyson. I just don't know that Tyson. I don't know. I think that he's playing a character out there, and I don't know that he's playing to win as much as he's playing a character. Maybe he is playing to win. You know, Tyson's always kind of marched to the beat of his own drum, but his story just hasn't been that interesting to me this season. And quite frankly, I think other than some goofy antics on the Edge, I think his story is pretty much done for this season. That could change. But just the way they've edited his story this season, it just seems like he's going to be some comic relief on the Edge. Other than that, there's not going to be much to his story. So he's number 6. Number 5. Most people will probably have her much higher than I do. But number 5 for me is Natalie. I'm just not a fan of Natalie. If you remember in my initial rankings on who I was excited about seeing play again, Natalie was number 18 or 19. She was just low on the list. I don't find her that compelling as a character. Yeah, she's a beast. Yeah, she's tough. There's just something about her that I don't find her that engaging of a character. So she's higher on the list than like Tyson, Amber, and Danny because I think that she has an interesting story this season because she has been a beast out there on Edge of Extinction. You know, she's been leading the way. But I'm just not that interested in her as a character. So Natalie's number 5. Number 4 is Ethan. Ethan has had a very interesting storyline on the Edge. You know, Ethan is the one who's persevering. He's the one who's pushed through that 20 log challenge. He's the one who has these fears about you know, what does putting my body through this do to my health long term? You know, Ethan is definitely persevering a lot. And I feel like he's taking some risk that not all the contestants are. And yeah, being out there is hard on everybody's body. But I feel like there's just some risk that he might be taking that other people aren't. And like I said, his story on the Edge has been very inspiring and very interesting. So what would that mean for somebody like him who has persevered and overcome on the Edge What would that mean for him to get back into the game? I think that'd be really inspirational. That'd be a story I'd definitely want to see. So Ethan's number 4. Number 3 is Yule. How interesting would it be now for Yule to get back in the game? At this point, he'd only be out, what, 1 or 2 days before he gets back in? And he made that comment to his team. I'd like to think that I would work with you guys, but I would be upset. So where would he fall in the merge? Would he go back with his old tribe, or would he start doing what Yule does and start coming up with scenarios on where he would fit the best? Definitely think that Yule getting back in the game would be one of the more interesting components of one of the most interesting conclusions that we could see to this first section, this first half of the Edge of Extinction storyline, just because of what that would do to tribal dynamics during the merge when he gets back in. So Yule's number 3. Number 2 is Parvati. Parvati and Rob, they're my 2 favorite players of all time, right up there with Russell and Rupert. I love Parvati, I love Rob, and Parvati is one of those players that if she gets back in at the merge, she's somebody that could weasel her way into an alliance and go far. She has that ability, she has the know-how, she has the understanding of how Survivor works, that I think she could do that. And that would be interesting. So she's my number 2. But my number 1, the person that I would most like to see get back in the game, is my favorite player of all time, and that's Boston Rob. He really showed in the last episode when he got those 3 fire tokens just how savvy of a Survivor player he still is. And yeah, he made some mistakes this season, trying to put Ben and Adam on lockdown. Ben and Adam were never going to vote with him anyways. Rob ended up in a no-win situation when they lost that challenge. I'd really like to see Rob get back in, because I think that he has the understanding of Survivor and the understanding of the social dynamics of Survivor to really go far. There's people left in the game that I think could work with him and could benefit with him being back in the game. So I'd like to see how that would play out, because I think that would be really interesting. So that's my take. That's who I would like to see get back in the game, is Rob. Who would you like to see get back in the game on the Edge of Extinction Challenge? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your take on it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.